Hello, everybody. So, as you guys know, I'm always early, so I'll just wait and see who joins me. So, it's kind of strange standing here talking to myself, you know. It's very weird. And you may not join me today. I don't know how Sundays are going to work out. So, if they don't work out for people, then we'll switch it to another time. But I don't want to interfere with the exercise time. So, that's very important to me because that is going to be so exciting. I see Kendra and both Megan posted. Hello, Grizz. How are you? Hello, Monica. See, I'm not talking to myself. Oh, hey. I know, like between church, football, the Packers from Wisconsin, they're playing, and I had to kick my husband off the TV and say, go away, be quiet. He's like, you had to pick now? And I'm like, yep. Hey, Victoria, long time no see. How's that app working out? Hi, Debbie, how are you? I invited my mom to watch today. I don't know if she'll be watching or not. We'll see. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Hi, Alicia, how are you? Love our last names, you know. Hey, Joe, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you guys. I'm so glad this worked out. Is this time working for you guys? I don't know. You know, I was trying to pick a time where it didn't interfere, but it's not late at night for me because I am so tired. And I am an early morning riser, as any of you might see by the time I post. But anyway, so today we're going to talk about stalls. Oh my gosh, we all have had them. We've all gone through it. We all get frustrated. Hello, Linda. I threw out my scale because of it. Oh, you're with Bruce, really? Because I just sent him to town. So you're about 3 hours away from him right now. But you keep him company until we're done with this. How about that? Victoria's, she lives near Green Bay, and I live south of Madison in Wisconsin. So we're about 3 hours apart. But every once in a while I'm in that area, and so I like to stop by and see Vicky. Hi, Julie. How are you? Okay, so we're going to talk about stalls. How to avoid them, and what to do if you're in one, because I private coach a lot of people in this, and it's so frustrating, and you step on that scale and you've been doing what you thought you're supposed to do, and all of a sudden that scale doesn't move, and it's so frustrating. First thing you know, I'm gonna say stay off those scales, but we know that's not gonna happen. We know darn well we're gonna step on those scales. I didn't. I just threw mine out. I got mad, but you know, everyone is different. We do have some members that are holding off for the 30 days, and they're always so excited when they hit those, but regardless, you always can tell by the way your clothes are fitting. If they're snugging up and you didn't purposely shrink them, then that's a bad sign. If they're not getting looser, then that's a bad sign. But let's talk about stalls. So the easiest way to avoid stalls is A, stick to the meal plan. Eat when you're supposed to eat. Don't eat when you're not supposed to eat. Pick and choose the meals you want, because that's absolutely the way it's set up. But on some of the meals, if you feel like you're in a stall and you haven't lost weight for a little bit of time, stay away from the recipes that have dairy or that have almond flour. Stay away from those. They will absolutely cause you stalls. Stay away from, hey, Kathy, stay away from snacking also. Snacking will, there are things that you can snack on. The olives, the cucumbers, the pickles, what else is there? You know, I always give you guys a celery. You can snack on those because they have basically no carbs. But otherwise, stay away from snacking, because that's one of the big things. So dairy, nuts, snacking, and I wrote my list. And, oh, a big one. No sugar substitutes. That, I know they're not supposed to cause you stalls, but they do. They really do. So if you're stalling, don't eat anything with sugar substitutes, no dairy, no nuts, and see, I always forget, no sugar substitutes. So, hi Sharon. So stay away from those. If you want to avoid a stall, don't use those products. You can have things once in a while, but you don't want to use them on a daily basis. So you don't want your coffee creamer or whatever else you're eating to have sugar substitutes in it. You don't want to use, I know you can use whipped cream or heavy whipping cream, and some people have no problem with it, but others do. So if you're hitting that stall, knock out the dairy, knock out the nuts, knock out the sugar substitutes, and you'll be amazed. It'll drop it. So now, if you're in a stall, how to get out of it. So the first thing you do is cut all those things out. Immediately cut them out. And cut them out for 2 days. I want you to cut them out for a week, but for 2 days, cut them out, and then go into a fast. Try to have dinner the night before. Skip your meals the next day. Sip on your bone broth. Hi, Daphne. Hi, Sharon. I don't know if I said hi. So cut out all nuts, dairy, sugar substitutes, and what was the other thing? See? Oh, and no snacking. No snacking to me is obvious, but regardless, don't do any of those for 2 days. Then go into a fast. Now, when you're in the fast, so have your dinner the night before, you've cut it out for 2 days now, and then the next day, don't have breakfast, don't have dinner, don't have lunch. You can sip on bone broth. It's even better if you don't do that. If you can do a rock solid fast with just water, great. If not, do your bone broth. A fast is about no carbs and no calories. That's what it's all about. So when you do sip on your bone broth, that is giving you carbs, that is giving you calories. Not many, but it does give them to you. So if you want to do a really true fast, just water. But if you need to do the bone broth, do the bone broth. During that day you're fasting, take some brisk walks. They don't have to be long. Just take them brisk as you can. Everyone goes at their own pace, but as brisk as you can. Try and take at least 2, even up to 5. Even if you're going to your lunch break or something, just hoof it to the lunch break and hoof it back. But try and get in some brisk exercise for that day. Hey Heather, thank you. Do that during the day. Then the next morning, go ahead and have your breakfast. If you're hungry, if you're not hungry, skip it again. But most people are, although some people are really doing pretty good about rolling that over. Have your breakfast if you're hungry. If not, skip it again. Get in some more brisk walks. That will break your stall. It will break your stall. And so then stick to that week with no dairy, no nuts, no snacking, nothing. Leave those things alone. No sugar substitutes, and your stall will be broken. So then you will also know at that point in time that those things do affect you. They do not affect everyone. Heavy whipping cream dairy does not affect everyone. Sugar substitutes does not affect everyone. And if Barb was on here, she could attest to the fact that it does. She's a big Diet Coke drinker. 0 Coke, but it's no carbs. I'm like, I don't care. Just knock it off. She knocked it off for a week, and she lost weight. Broke her stall. Hey, Stephanie. So those are like the really big things you can do. If you think you're going into a stall or you're not losing as much weight as you think you should be, try taking out one of those things at a time. Just one thing at a time. Take out dairy and see if that affects you. If that doesn't affect you, then okay, have your dairy. Take out nuts, any kind of nuts, whether it's almond flour, anything made with nuts. Hey Pam, take out nuts. If that doesn't affect you, okay, you know it's not that. Take out your sugar substitutes. I bet you anything that will affect you. I'm sorry, but it does. Everyone's, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. And don't snack. Take one thing at a time and see what causes you to stall. All our bodies are different. My body stalls on all kinds of things. And so I used to have to knock off things all the time. So take those out one at a time and see what that scale is doing. But if you are in that stall, go for 2 days where you knock all of them out, period. And then go on your fast. Do at least the full day fast. And then the next morning, if you have to eat, that's perfectly fine. If you can skip it again, skip again. Do brisk exercising, walking. And our exercises are starting soon. You could do those too. And they're supposed to all make them kind of short and sweet for us. And so I like that. So that's it. That's what I want to talk about today. Does anyone have any questions about stalls? Because that seems to be a big topic, people hitting stalls. And they're frustrated because like, I'm eating what I'm supposed to eat. Yep, but your body may be acting different. Hate scales. Thank you, Vicky. Me too. I literally do not have a scale. The only time I weigh myself is when I go to the doctor's office, which is what, every 3 or 4 months I have to get my cholesterol checked and stuff. And I do want to talk about cholesterol real quick. Everyone talks about keto and it'll lower your cholesterol and do this and do that. And it does for some. But at first, if you start keto, and ours is really heart healthy, we do have some, beef in there and things like that. But regardless, your cholesterol may jump for just a little bit and then it'll start coming down. That's what mine did, because mine shot up and then my doctor yelled at me and said, no more animal fats. And I'm like, okay. So I switched everything around for me and did heart healthy, and then my cholesterol dropped. So don't be surprised about that. Anything else? Any questions? Hi, Terry. How are you? I didn't see my Sticky Note King on here yet. Bridget, are you here? I didn't see you if you are. The other thing I want to talk about, so month 3 will be coming out on Monday. Some of you are into the 2nd and 3rd week of your 2nd month, so I'm going to put month 3 on there. Do not go into it, though, until you've gone through month 1 and 2, because it will not be right for you. Too much fasting, too many other things. Some people ask, well, why do I put cheese in some of the recipes? Well, because it doesn't affect everyone. And not only that, you can have cheese once a week or once every 2 weeks. It's just if you're eating handfuls of cheese because they're they're low or no carb, that's going to cause you a problem. So, or if you have it on a daily basis. So just pick different recipes. If you need to knock out the dairy, pick different ones. So anyway, month 3 is going on live on the site on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I will be starting to put up the turkey race recipes. So I'm going to make a whole new segment for it. And then I'm just going to post them all, a couple recipes at a time. I'll try and do like 10 a day type of thing. I have them all. I just got to finish typing them all up. Then I'll post like 10 a day. The purpose of the turkey race is to get you prepared for the holidays. Now, this is just, you're not supposed to make these every day. You're supposed to look through the recipes and say, oh, that looks really good. Maybe I'll just try that. Try it for one night, one dinner, one lunch, one snack, one something or other, and make it and see if that's going to fit into your holiday plans. A lot of us host our own holidays at our houses. This year it's so weird. Who knows what we're all doing? Others go to, banquets, buffets, there's all kinds of things that we do, potluck. And so we want to make sure you've got enough recipes that you can make, that you can eat, and you can feed them to others, and everyone will enjoy it, and they won't even know it's keto. That's the funny thing about keto. There really is nothing weird about keto. It's just we don't eat carbs, or very many of them. And there are some things we have to make some alternatives for. That's all there is to it. So anyway, that will be starting next week too, because I want to make sure everyone is ready for the holidays. And yes, there are going to be some cookies and things like that on there, because a lot of us are grandmas. We're going to bake. We're going to do things like that. So there's going to be tons of recipes for you guys to pick from, lots of time to pick from them, to test them, and then so that way you can make it through the holidays without coming back going, oh no, I need to lose 10 more pounds. No. No need to do that. We will make sure that you have plenty of stuff on there that you can make and everyone will enjoy, and that will not cause you to gain weight, because we do not want to do that. We want to enjoy our holidays. So any questions that I can answer for anyone on the stalls in particular, or any other questions while I'm here? Anyone? Hello, it's an echo. Okay, so if you have any questions on the stalls, just put it on the Facebook page or put it in the group and I'll answer it. But really seriously, you can avoid them by just monitoring what you're eating. Hello, Dee, how are you? Oh, I'm just getting ready to be done, Dee, but you can watch the replay. Hi, Kendra. See, Kendra's going to start the exercises pretty soon, too, and that is going to help us because instead of having to take brisk walks in the winter, you can follow Kendra's exercise program or Megan's exercise. Oh, my husband just came in. Sorry about the noise. Megan's exercise program, and those will be nice, brisk exercises, too. And so you don't have to, when I say take walks, that's assuming the weather is nice and you feel like it's okay there, you're here. He's making noise, so don't worry about it. But there's also these exercise programs starting, and they are going to be really beneficial to you. Very beneficial, regardless if you're stalling or not. Because the other thing about being healthy is exercise. Now, a lot of us hate exercises. A lot of us really don't want to do exercises. But these are going to be modified to make it work for us. So no matter what level you are, they're going to do different levels for us. And they'll be brief. And so you won't have to go to a gym and work out for an hour or pretend to anyway. So there we go. Okay, anything else? Oh, Vicky says hi, Bruce.
Hi, Vicky.
Okay, you guys are awesome. If there are no other questions, then I will see you Tuesday at 11. Monday will be month 3 available on the plan. Do not jump ahead. I will lock it up. I lock them up because I found out when we first started this that people were jumping into month 2 and then they were complaining because they were hungry and things like that. And I'm like, well, you weren't supposed to be in month 2. You're supposed to be in month 1. Each month gets different, harder. Not harder because you're already used to it. And so you don't need all the fats. We don't want all the fats, remember? So each time they just get different, and you're used to fasting by month 2. So I have you fast a little more. In month 3, I don't necessarily have you fast more. I just have you fast a little differently and stuff. So anyway, so month 3 will be available. And then next week, the turkey race will be on. There is no particular challenge for it. It's just a matter of you finding recipes. So with that being said, you guys are awesome. And I will see you live on Tuesday at 11. And then we will get this thing moving. So take care, you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.